What's up everybody, another beautiful day in the Dragon Isles, and today we'll be taking a look at Neltharus, which is part of the Dragonflight Season 2 dungeon pool for M+. And I'll be going over notable trash, interrupts, and boss mechanics, and let me know what y'all think of these dungeon guides in the comments. Now starting off, there's proficient stuff, blacksmithing and cooking, and you need 25 skill in them, so players with cooking will be able to interact with a Kalashi Goulash. Doing so gives 3 charges of it to everyone in the group, so you only need 1 with cooking. This gives you an extra action button that increases your movement speed by 65% for 50 seconds, but it is removed by entering combat. So this is great to use while moving between certain areas to minimize downtime, and this can be found inside these smoldering barracks, which you get to after defeating the boss Chargath. And after defeating Forge Master Gorick, one blacksmith can pick up the Blazing Aegis, which is a one-time use ability that does a ton of damage, so great to use on spicy pulls. Now for this dungeon, you can do either of the first 3 bosses in whatever order. Defeating all 3 unlocks the last boss, but most groups so far go Magmatusk first, but that can change as the season progresses. What is best now might not be best tomorrow. So notable trash before Magmatusk, you have the Kalashi Warden's Volcanic Guard, which is a frontal cone aimed towards the tank. Make sure to interrupt the Thaumaturge Molten Core, or it will greatly empower the ore elemental mobs, making him extremely mean, which is not awesome. You also want to interrupt the Thaumaturge's channel, Magma Conflagration, and if possible, purge ore elementals Granite Shell. So the first boss, we have Magmatusk. On Mythic, if Magmatusk stands in lava, their damage is increased by 50%. And if you stand in lava, you die. Boss uses lava spray, frontal cone targets, and follows a random player, so make sure to aim it away from the group. Then you have the Blazing Charge. Boss charges towards the random player's location. If you get hit, you take damage and get knocked away. But when boss crashes into a wall, he'll turn and unleash a lava wave per magma tentacle up. And on Mythic, Magmatusk leaves magma pools in its path when it charges, so try to make it not charge across the entire room if possible. When the boss reaches 100 magma, they trigger Magma Eruption and spawns a magma tentacle. Magma Eruption deals a high amount of damage directly and as a dot. This dot lasts for 5 seconds per tentacle up, and these tentacles also increases lava spray's damage by 100% and amount of magma waves it spawns by 1 per tentacle. But more importantly, they lob magma globs at player's location, which leaves behind a pool of liquid hot magma. Try to avoid having the boss in the lava, charge through the lava, stay away from lava. Lava bad. Now on your way to the second boss, which is Chargath. If you have a rouge or a key, you can enter a hidden passage to get to the boss quicker, but you'll also be able to activate the Kalashi Goulash before defeating Chargath. And throughout these smoldering barracks area, there are burning chains players can interact with. These deal a massive amount of damage to anyone within 10 yards of it. Anyone, when it snaps or triggers. And it's triggered either by moving a certain distance or by mobs standing on or moving across the chain. So you can use this to blow up packs. Just make sure you don't blow up everyone else as well, because any player can use it, but you can only use it once every 3 minutes due to a debuff you get from it. Notable trash before the second boss. If possible, you want to stun or disrupt the Kalashi Hunter's Binding Spear. You want to make sure to always interrupt Bone Tender's Mending Clay, which is a heal. The Overseer Lahar. Interrupt their Burning Roar and watch out for their Eruptive Crush on the ground. And you want to stun the Poor Trainees Fired Up, or Suited if it goes off, and watch out for their Frontal Magma Fist. So, Chargath. Bane of Scales. Bane of Scales. That's me after hitting a buffet. So, boss time. Frontal cone targeting random players, sending forth a magma wave. Lunges at random players, slapping them and applying a bleed. Just heal, Floorhead. And at 100 energy, Chargath unleashes Fiery Focus, which is a flurry of slaps, dealing damage to anyone within 6 yards, and spawns lava swirls all over the place. Again, fire bad. To combat this a bit, boss casts Grounding Spear, which chains to one player player, 3 players on Mythic, and you want to make the boss cross the chain to snap it, which stuns the boss for 2 seconds. On Mythic, you need to break 3 chains and boss gets stunned for 12 seconds and take 50% increased damage during it, if you interrupt the fiery focus with it. Now you can have either the boss walk over a chain or have a player drag the chain over him. Moving on, notable trash before the Forge Master. The Iron Torch Commander mini-boss, you can skip this mob, but if you do pull it, Scorching Fusillade hits everyone in the party, so avoid stacking. It does a ton of damage, and watch out for all these swirls on the ground, fire bad. Both the Iron Torch and Iron Torch Commander, beware of their frontal breath channel, trust me, and make sure to always interrupt their modes of combustion. Then you have the Lava Bearers. Their auto attack spawns lava on the ground, and they will also throw a bit of lava at players. And the Blacksmith mob does a ton of unavoidable AoE damage. Moving on to the third boss, Forge Master. It slaps the tank with heated swings, dealing a high amount of fist damage and knocks them away. Then it slams down on the tank, and on Mythic this final slam leaves a lava pool. Then there's Forge Storm, spawns tons of fire swirlies. Every now and then the boss jumps to their anvil to craft a fancy Aegis, and each anvil slap during this deals tons of damage to everyone in the party. Once the Aegis is finished, he throws it at you, as one would do with a freshly crafted shield, targets a few random players and deals damage to anyone within 3 yards of them and leaves a dot. Also triggers waves of swirls to shoot out from the players in the 4 cardinal directions, sides, face, and butt. When boss is dead, a blacksmith can pick up the aforementioned Aegis and pop it on a spicy pull. Moving on, notable trash before the last boss, the Wardens. Tanks beware of their blazing slash and face their volcanic guard frontal away. The Kalashi Lavamancers need to be prioed anytime their molten barrier is up, as it prevents interrupts, and you really need to interrupt both Lava Bolt and Molten Army. Then we have the last boss, Warlord Sargha. Now you don't want to get hit by its frontal cone, Dragon's Kiln. It will throw burning embers, big swirl at a random player's location, which spawns a lava pool and an ad. This ad will fixate random players and slap away. On Mythic, they have a big absorb shield as well. When boss casts their magma shield, they get a huge absorb and channels flame eruption. Each hit increases your damage taken by it. Break shield to stop it. To help you during this, you can loot around in the gold piles for artifacts, which gives you an extra action button which fires off different spells: AoE circle, frontal cone, pretend the hunt, and they all do a metric ton of damage and can be used on the boss to help break the shield. And on Mythic, everyone gets cursed when you loot these and take damage over time, so make sure to decurse. Mages be like DPS loss. During this, there's tons and tons of fire swirls as well. Avoid dying from these. And yeah, that's it for Neltharus. Let me know what y'all think of these bite-sized dungeon guides in the comments, and if you'd like to see more dungeon guides in the future. Now don't forget the usual stuff: comment, like, subscribe, and make sure to ring that notification bell. There's tons of guides coming out for 10.1, and if you want to help support my work, do check out my Patreon. As a patron, you get access to the Stankie Discord. You can also get shoutouts in videos, coaching, among other things. I also stream progression and testing on Twitch, Stankie Gaming. Feel free to hop on by and spam me with questions. Spam away! And yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time in Season 3.